So a couple of days ago, I got some Sunlu filament from Amazon. And today I want to try it out as far as printing my logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the file into Fusion 360 just as a reference, but mainly I'm going to utilize Fusion 360 to create a 3D design and then send it over to the Bambu Studio, print it, and we'll take a look at the results. So let's get going. All right, we got a blank slate here in Fusion 360. I'm gonna hit screen record so you guys can catch a little visual on this. In 3, 2, 1, screen record. All right, here we go. So let's start with this plane here. Let's create a sketch, and what we'll do is we'll hit S, and we'll type in SCEN, and that's gonna give us center rectangle. I figure I can get this thing roughly, I don't know, roughly the same size as this DJI mic case, but in a square version. So let's start with that. Let's get this, let's measure this actually. Let's get a good measurement so we know exactly what we're working with here. All right, so if we wanna go rough on this, measurement and just say we're gonna roughly do the same thing, this box is fairly large. This box is sitting at 103 mil on the dot. I would think we can go a little under that. Yeah, let's start with, let's see what 60 gets us, just to save a little filament. You know, it might be actually a little easier if we go a little bit bigger. That is 60 mil right there. Not sure if you can really see the width there, 60 mil. So let's see what we can do if we get it up to 70. I think 70 might be a better width. We can go, yeah, so let's try 70. Let's get on this. We will pull this out a little bit and we'll hit 70 and then we'll hit tab. So as you can see in the screen here, I have 70 up top and I can't move my cursor to this one. So what I normally do, I'm at 70 because I click 70. Now I hit tab and it'll get me to the next one. Boom, 70. All right, now we are gonna take this, we're gonna hit finish sketch, and we're gonna extrude this up 70 mil, so we have 70 squared. So right now we're sitting at 70, 70, 70. Okay, with my logo, I don't have an example here. I think actually I can pull this one up and show you guys on here. I'm not even gonna pull up the file right now, and I'll show you why. So if you see the logo, I showed this in a short the other day. If you see the logo, it's kind of like a trapezoid. I don't know, I'm not really keen on the names. The goal was to make it square. So for the top part here, for these two letters, this is most likely gonna be the most difficult part. The sides, the borders, I've done one before, not as detailed as this. And we're gonna give it a shot today. We're gonna do what we can to get this thing perfect. All right, let's get this side. Let's create a sketch on this wall here. And what I will do is I will do a box. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So to get my border, let me get my glasses. To get my border here, I'll go 2 points out, so that'll bring us to 68, meaning it will be a 68 to 60. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going 2 mil out from the edge, and boom, I've created that box. Now I'm gonna go to the edge. So I'm gonna go to the edge on each one. And we'll go down. I don't know why it keeps coming off, but and we'll hit that one more time. Boom, okay. Finish sketch. So now we have this little border around the outside here. I'm not gonna do anything with the, actually, you know what? I'll put in the inside. We'll extrude the inside negative. We'll go -4, just so we have a nice bit of detail here. Whoa, I don't think I can go -4. Whoops. Let's pull that out too. All right, so, and the reason why I can't go -4 is because if I go -4 on this side and then I go -4 on the other side, they'll meet and I'll have this breakaway, meaning this won't be sealed. You'll see a gap in the middle. While that would be cool, that's not the goal for this project here. So I'm gonna do this real quick. I will speed this up for your sake so you're not sitting through watching. I don't like when it does that. I'll speed this up for you guys so you can actually get to the finished result here. There we go. Whenever it gives me the little lines, I like that. Come on, give me the little lines. Where'd the little lines go? I don't know why it does that. It's gotta be the way. There we go. Why does it keep doing that? So for some reason, this side is not giving me the micro lines like the other side. So let's just do this. Let's delete this sketch. Delete that sketch, and we'll start over. Why does it keep doing that? I don't know. Well, Command Z, let's do that. Command Z. All right, we are learning together. Let's go to the top. All right. Not really sure why it's not giving me my, oh, there we go, okay. So I just had to hit that one. So let's do this. For this, I could probably just do one of the boxes, rectangle, but I'm doing it this way just to show you that you can do it both ways. You can do it line, meaning drawing the lines, one line after another, or you can do it by drawing the box. And the reason why I'm doing the lines is because I'm doing this one at a time. I could technically do 4, you know, long rectangles and do it like that, but I find that this is just a little bit more, it's a little easier and it's less in the timeline down at the bottom there, if that makes sense. But again, I'm super new to Fusion, so I'm literally learning everything on the fly here. Finish sketch, cool. All right, so let's take this -2, boom. All right, let's go around to our other sides. All right, so now our square is complete. Let's hit home. And let's just double check all of our sides. Disregard this little split here, that's okay. That won't affect us in our final print. Okay, everything looks good. I'm not really too fond of it. I wish I didn't see those lines there, but at the end of the day, it's not affecting what we've done here. All right, so this is the front. Let's just call this like this, and we will make our K on this side. Let's get a letter. Okay, so we're gonna go from that corner to this corner. So we are 3 boxes out, so 3 mil altogether, and we will just place our K. Now, height, 50? We'll try 50 mil. Not good enough. It's gonna have to be bigger. Let's try 60. 60 looks like it's gonna work. And we will go with, yeah, I think that letter looks better. Now, to get these perfectly lined up, I'm not exactly sure how to do that. So let's take this down to 56 and just shrink it a little bit. And we'll try to line this up the best we can with our grid here. So we'll go a little, it looks roughly around 3 from the bottom. give or take. It's really, really close. Let's check the top. Yeah, we're looking good. So that's 3 on the button. Okay, so let's just double check our size here. And look, it seems, even though it's 3 off the bottom here and 3 off the bottom here, I've got more letter up top than on the bottom. So this is gonna have to come down. We'll just hit OK and we'll drag this down till, we're gonna go down 2 points because now it looks like it's even on the top and the bottom. So let's hit finish sketch and let's see if we can extrude this letter 2 mil. All right, I think I like that. Yeah, that works. All right, next step. Let's try this one. Create sketch. We are gonna go and we're gonna create another text. And we will do the same thing. We'll go 3 and 3. And this is the letter H. Arial black. Okay, so I believe the other H was 56. The other letter was 56. So let's get this one right where we want it to be. That looks pretty good to me. And we'll go out 2. Boom. Okay, cool. We've got our H, we've got our K, and we've got our H. And from the looks of it, it looks like they are close in size. Might be a little discrepancy here, but we will correct that. From what I'm seeing here, I think the H is in the best spot. Maybe can come up just a little bit, but I don't know if I can move the H now because I've already extruded the H. So let's just leave it for now. Okay, we've got our K and we've got our H. Now, to get this top part here, to get this Media Labs, sorry about that. To get the media and the labs, that's gonna be difficult. So what we'll do, let's get, how can we do this? Because that way, that is gonna be a little difficult to get the letters to look the way they did. You know how I did that? I did that in Affinity Designer. So now I think, I was gonna say I can place my logo right on top and then kind of trace it, but we'll do it a different way. Let's see if we can actually get this to go the way we want here. And we'll see what we can do. All right, we're making a little bit of progress with the M and the L. I'm hand drawing this just the way I did in Affinity Designer, meaning point to point. I created the letters not by pulling up a letter, but by actually pinpointing point by point, and you can see that in the recording here. So the L is going to be a lot easier than the M for sure. The M was pretty challenging. Not to say challenges aren't good, but this is, we're doing our best to get it as close to looking like a letter as possible. Let's go a little wider. A little wider. All right, I think that will do it. Yeah, that looks good to me. The M up here, maybe a little bit kind of, could use a little tweaking here. Let's do something like this. And we'll get this line to meet like that. And then this one, I bet you I can make this go out a touch more. Probably to right here would be best. There we go, okay. And now, that should do it. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we are going to tap. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. Tap this. Tap this. So this is the drawback to doing it the way I did it here, by separating it. Because then you have these issues where these pieces don't want to light up. The whole thing wants to light up instead of just the piece you're looking for. Okay, that should do it. Now we'll hit E and we will pull this out too. All right, we have our logo. Okay, so we've got the K, the H, the M, and the L on the one side. Now, if I wanted to, I could create the K and the H on the other side as well. The only problem with doing that is the Media Labs it would be upside down. So for right now, you know what I'm gonna do? For the bottom part of this, only for printing, I'm gonna take this extrusion out too and put it back to flush on the bottom. And that's just for printing purposes only because I'm gonna have an issue with finding a flat side for this. So let's just call this one, version 0.1. You know, it's not even a full version. Let's turn on the Bambu Lab. All right, so this is the new setup. It's not really new, it's the same thing. I just kind of cleaned up. I painted these walls white to make it a little brighter in here, and I did a little bit of Christmas action here, a little holiday decoration, kind of skipping right over Thanksgiving. We're just gonna go right to Christmas. All right, cool. So let's save this file. Boom, save. We're gonna put, let's just put KH Media Lab logo V1. Okay, and now we're gonna export it. We're gonna print this and see what kind of results we get, right? We're gonna do a solid color on this. This might be a ton of print, actually. I'm not really sure. It might be a ton of, let's see what the slice is. Yeah, 89 grams, not really sure if I want to waste 89 grams, so let's go back to prepare and let's shrink this down. Let's shrink this and we'll go 50. We'll go 50%. All right, now we'll slice it. And we'll see, in the very beginning, yeah, here we go, 14 grams, this is much better, 39-minute print. All right, now, to do a multicolored print on this, an AMS, not gonna be possible only because of the way I have the layers stacked here. So what we'll do, let's choose, which color should we go with? I think we're gonna try this earth tone. I'm gonna try this earth tone color. Let's do that. Cool. We are sending this off to Bambu Studio. Really, really amazing shit. I can't believe the stuff you can do with this thing. So while this is printing, I'm going to go into, I mentioned, and now it's in focus. I have two focuses. I've got eye focus and then, you know, spot focus, whatever. Okay. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to take a local business's logo and put it into Fusion. And I'm going to try to create a keychain from a local business's logo. And I'm going to do exactly like I mentioned in my short the other day. I'm going to do that. I'm going to literally print up a logo, put it on a keychain, bring it into one of these local businesses that I've been a patron of for the past 4 years now. And I'm gonna say, hey, check this out. I created this for you. What do you think? Would you be interested in buying some of these for your customers? Your customers love your stuff. They would have no problem representing this product in a keychain. I know it for a fact because I've seen sillier keychains in my life. So while this is printing, I'm gonna go into Fusion, back into Fusion. I'm gonna create that, and we're gonna make a print of that as well. Plus, I'm gonna do some flex tests between Bambu Studio's print and the PLA from Sunloop. Okay, so the first version is done way too small on my edges. I did a 2 mil edge, and as you can see, it is barely holding on in spots, and in some spots it snapped right off. The lettering on the top, I'm really excited. Let's just get this out of the way. If we focus in on the lettering on the top, if I can get the camera to focus, I think designing those letters by hand as opposed to trying to place a letter on there worked out really, really well. The letters on the side, yeah, they look like letters. I think they're good. But at the end of the day, if you want it to be absolutely perfect, edge to edge, line to line, and you've got perfect symmetry across each corner, and I'm staring at the monitor here, not at the camera lens, apologize. If you want to have this perfect symmetry, the best bet is to just draw the actual lines in and make the letter through drawing the lines. Very similar to how I did the top. So I love the top. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand this out. Well, I'll stay in the size I was. I was at 70/70, so that's about almost a little over double of this when I actually print it. I'll fine tune this again, and then I'll shrink it down. Bear in mind, this is not 2 mil. I took this down 75% of the original, or 50%, I think it was 50%, just to save filament, because I knew this was gonna be one where I'm gonna be printing multiple times. It's not gonna get done in the first clip, meaning I wouldn't get it done the first shot, right? Really, really happy with the top. Love the edge band design. Problem is, I'm gonna have to make it a little thicker when I start to shrink things down. So for right now, we'll keep it the way it is. If this fails again, it's okay, because once I print it at the actual 70 mil size, I shouldn't have any issues, because 2 mil is fairly thick. 2 mil is roughly 2 of these. So if you take, 2 of these little lines here, give or take, that's about 2 mil. So again, this is not a test of durability as of now with this Sunlu filament. Any filament I feel would do this, unless you had some magic filament. There's probably filaments that I haven't messed with, mainly because this printer can't handle it. I know the X1 Carbon and the P1S, those heavy duty Bambu Lab printers, I think their list is anywhere between $600 and $1,000 for the top of the line ones. Keep in mind they have crazy Black Fridays, but what's going on with those printers, those are professional level printers. They can print carbon fiber, not weave, but carbon fiber filament. They can print like carbon reinforced, all this crazy shit, which is really cool. I'm not at that level yet. I'm still at the level of just trying to figure out how to do things in Fusion and bring it into 3 dimensions. That in itself is a really big challenge, and I love doing it. Like I mentioned 1,000 times, it's really cool. But doing stuff like this is a really good way to test your skills. Even Circles agrees. This is a great way to test your skills on developing your own stuff. I know for a fact that if I make something this big and put a keychain on it, and if it has a business's logo or their name on it, chances are they're gonna be really hip to it, and I can most likely make a sale out of it. How many will they buy? Who cares? The goal right now is to create a product that you can bring to market. At least that's my mindset, because why else would we have these awesome machines if we can't actually sell something to somebody and say, hey, look, this is something that I know I needed, and this can help you too, if you're working with the same problems, right? That's the whole idea. Solve problems with solutions through 3D printing. Long and short, I'm on a rant. Let me bang this one out. Let me adjust this lettering on both sides, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually add this same lettering on the bottom, and I'll figure out how to indent that where it's not gonna affect the bottom of the print. Either that, or I'll just leave the bottom blank for now, and I'll add the 2 letters on the other side to make a complete logo with the letters all around. Let's do it. We are coming down to the wire here on our 75% build. I can already see a little bit of an issue on this print, but we'll take a look at it right now because it looks like this thing is done. Let me give a little bit more bump to this light here to help everybody out a little bit. And the show must go on, as they say, right? Great Pink Floyd song, by the way. All right, let's see what we got here. I see an Oakley down there. I see a little Oakley hanging out. Is that my buddy Oakley over there? Is that my foot or my arm? Oh yeah, I see him. We see you, pal. All right, let's check this printout. Let's see what we got. Let's pull it off the plate. All right, things of note for version 2. And I'm gonna show these couple of issues right off the bat that I can already see, that I think I can see at least with my half-ass vision. Okay, this was version 1. This was just testing the actual, the print, the custom letters, Media Labs, K and H. Okay, I went back in, I pulled all of, and I already see there's a print fail here, and that's okay. I went back in and I didn't add 2 letters to the back. I added an old school box looking camera here, you know, like one of the pictures from back in the day. And I just put a lens here, and I just put a little like teardrop just to kind of show a reflection almost. The design is good. I like the design. I like the Media Labs. I think it looks good. Now, the goal for something like this is to turn this into a keychain. Am I gonna put this on my keys? Absolutely not, it's so big. Not even this one I would want on my keychain just because it's so big. Realistically, a good size keychain would be about half the size of this. Now, doing this again is not looking to waste print, but it's looking to up my skills as far as the design and how I approach creating through Fusion 360 and then putting it into Bamboo and printing it. I like the look of this. I think the camera looks cool. The lens could be more, it might be a little misunderstood. It might just look like a circle with a divot in it, like a defect. At the end of the day, the lettering came out pretty good. The lettering on the top came out amazing. My edge band here, once again, is failing. So you can see it's not perfect, and that's okay. This is one of the main reasons why I like to show failures on this channel, because if you don't show where you mess up, you might mislead somebody into thinking that you got it right the first time. I am not that guy. I am not perfect, hell no. Never want to be perfect. What I want is to level up. That's it. And that's what this is all about. That's what this experiment was all about. This is the Sunlu filament from Amazon. I think it's doing really well. The flow rate is very good. There is a visible seam here in the middle for some reason. They put the seam like this. Really, I don't know, maybe my inexperience is not understanding why it's only on the lens side and not anywhere else. In any case, because I can't even see it visibly on any other surface besides the lens, not on this one. In any case, the idea is just to create something, right? The idea is to create something unique, to create something of your own that you can then develop that skill, and eventually, if you're looking to sell something, you can absolutely make products for sale. This microphone here is proof that you can take a design and make it a useful one just by simply turning it into a functioning tool. The blue is no good. For a microphone, you want it to be black. I get it. I haven't done the final version of this. I mentioned in the last video. The goal is just to get it to work, right? The goal is to make something your own, to make something unique, and it doesn't have to be spectacular in the beginning. Just go out and create something. That's what's so much fun about 3D printing. So we will continue on this journey. Keep an eye out this week. I'm gonna do a bend test video and flex test and durability test. I'll do a couple of different, you know, it won't be a scientific experiment by any stretch of the imagination. I will print out some 1mm rods, 2mm rods, 3mm rods, and so on and so forth, up to maybe like 10 mil. And we'll see the flex and we'll see the failure. We'll try to make it as close to, you know, the same measurements as possible. Probably not gonna work out, but it'll be a fun test anyway. Also, I mentioned in the last video, well, 2 things. I'm looking to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So everybody's support here is so exciting. I'm really pumped of all of you guys and gals tuning in so far. The second thing is, I mentioned in the other video, I want to start doing some live videos where we start sharing ideas and start printing things live. In the beginning, yes, we'll do some small prints, and then what we can do is maybe start doing lives where we create it in Fusion, and then the next live we go ahead and show the print, show the quality, this and that, and maybe make some changes on the fly. That's still kind of, it's open, it's not gonna happen, it's kind of open for discussion, and the discussion is open to all of you guys and gals tuning in. So it's up to you, throw it in the comments, let us know. If this video was cool, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. This way you get notified for every new video that I put out. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to the holidays. I enjoy the holidays. I'm able to share that joy and love. Other than that, have an awesome day. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take it easy.